Into darkness, the Ring-Bearer sets forth. The fate of Middle-earth heavy upon him. Our hope lies in this quest, and in those who fight the Dark Lord Sauron. A growing menace blackens the northern sky. Its shadow reaches across the land. It has begun.
So how much are you releasing in the beginning of the game?
We've got the whole region of Eriador, which has got some great, areas that people love, like the Shire and Rivendell and the Misty Mountains. But, we're going to be rapidly expanding upon that, with extra content on a very regular basis. So there's so much more to explore. We've got all the way to Mordor to go. So I think what we've got in this game when it launches is about 25% of the whole world. And that 25% isn't small. It's 50 million square meters of kind of environment and world to adventure in. But we've got a long, long way to go and some great stuff to bring to the consumer going forwards. So we've got 4 races, obviously the 4 races in the Tolkien books, which is man, dwarf, elf, and of course hobbit. And then the classes, we have all the standard kind of MMO archetypes that you would expect, the tanks, which is a defender, we have the hunter, which is the archer class, we have the lore master, which is essentially a mage, we have DPS class in the champion. So yeah, basically all the kind of classes that you would expect to have there, and of course, burglars, which is our take on the rogue.
I was looking at it earlier, and I noticed that there weren't any dwarf women.
Did you ever see a dwarf woman in the films or in the books?
Not really.
Nah, there you go. That's why there's no dwarf women.
Depending on which race you choose, do you start in a different place then?
Yeah, you do. There's 3 different starting places. The elves start in their own area, the dwarves start in their own area, and the men and the hobbits start in the same area.
Can you tell me a bit about the traveling options? Are you walking everywhere, the horses, or is there any fast travel?
Yeah, there is unfortunately some walking to be done, but once you get to the right level and you have the right amount of money, you can buy yourself a horse, and there's various types of horse that you can buy. In addition to that, between villages and towns, there is you go to the stables and basically hop on a horse and fast travel to those different regions. There's also ways to increase your movement speed as well, either through items or short-term buffs by buying spending destiny points.
How much of the story can you follow?
The game basically does follow the story of the Ring-Bearer. When you kind of join the game, the Ring-Bearer has made it to Rivendell and on his way to Mordor, and you kind of interact with the Fellowship, to protect them and get involved with them in a variety of different ways. But obviously, there's other things that you're doing as well within the game. But you're really the game is about kind of helping Frodo and the Fellowship get to Mordor to destroy the ring. And as we go forward in the game, then more and more of that will be kind of unfolded, if you like.
Can you please tell me some of the most unique features in this game comparing to other MMORPGs?
One of the things that tries to live up to the kind of the Tolkien values and stuff is the heroes and the titles that they can earn in the game, where it's not just leveling and grinding, but you earn titles for certain achievements that you make and quest chains that you complete and deeds that you achieve, such as killing 1,000 orcs would give you the title Orc Slayer, or living for an extended period in the game would give you a title based on that, like an undying hero or whatever. We have got a music system in the game as well, where you can actually get a group of players together and kind of play music together, a variety of different instruments, which the players seem to be loving so far. Other cool things are the way that we handle PvP, which is monster play. So you can actually play as a monster in the game, and you can level that monster very much like you would level a character. And as you kind of achieve things there, you can use the achievements there to level that character, but also affect your regular character that you play on a day-to-day basis as well.
How will that affect your main character?
You can get short-term buffs for that main character, so you can increase running speed by 5% for half an hour, or it's useful if you're in a major raid or something. You can increase combat effectiveness, or the speed that you heal, or the fact to heal others, and that sort of thing.
What is the highest level that you can reach?
There's 50 levels in the game right now at launch, and obviously we'll look to increase that level cap as the game develops.
Can you tell me a bit about the different features if you're going solo or if you're going in groups and guilds and things like that?
Yeah, 95% of the game is very soloable, and it's very kind of friendly, kind of easy to get into experience if you want to do that. But obviously you can group as well to do different tasks and various tasks, but it's by no means necessary to kind of explore 95% of the game. There are benefits of being in groups, and you can pull off certain conjunctions or group maneuvers that unleash great deals of damage in battle, which is a pretty good feature. There's also raid content in the game, so you can have 24 people in a raid and do major encounters with that. Yeah, it's whatever the player wants, really. soloable or group play. You know, as you kind of get to know people in the world and you want to kind of build a closer friendship with them, whether you're in a kinship or guild with them, you know, you can invite them to be your son or be your parent. So, you know, if my name was Boromir and your name was Eller or whatever, I could be Boromir, son of Eller. And so it's just another way for players to socialize and kind of connect together.
There are many fans of the Lord of the Rings universe. How are you going to meet their expectations?
That's been the biggest challenge, and we've really worked hard to do that. I think, you know, if you take one look at the world, it's beautifully kind of realized, a huge amount of places to explore and enjoy. You know, in fact, we've gone further than that. We've you know, taken places that Tolkien just mentioned and really kind of fleshed them out. But I think when you look at it, you'll look at places like Hobbiton and Rivendell and things like that. I think it'll, you know, really live up to your kind of expectations.
Most people have seen the movie. How much will you be able to recognize in the game?
The game's actually based on the books, but obviously a hobbit hole is a hobbit hole, right? So the hobbit holes in the games look very like the hobbit holes in the movies, and other parts of the, you know, the game world look, you know, similar to the way that the movies do, just because they're, you know, described very, you know, in great detail in the books. So yeah, I think you will, you know, if you've seen the movies, you'll feel pretty comfortable getting into the world of Middle Earth and enjoying what you see.
What are your expectations of this game?
They're pretty huge. We've had a great response to it, both from the kind of community that we've built up so far and everybody else that we've spoken to about the game. So we're expecting really big things, and we've got very high hopes.
When the eye of Sauron turns upon you, what will it see? Everyone has a dark side. Will you surrender to yours?
Thank you very much, David. Good luck with Lord of the Rings Online.
My pleasure, and we want to see everybody moving to Middle Earth this summer.